welcome race fans. We are back this week with the NSRA Friday Night Super Speedway Series here. And let's see, I don't think, there's no sponsor in this, okay? But anyhow, I am here with my good buddy, Dwayne LaPrade. Dwayne, welcome, and good to have you back again this week, buddy.
Always good to be here. Always fun to watch. We'll see if we are in for as exciting race as we had last week. Last week we had a little bit of everything. We'll see how that plays out tonight. I'm
kind of excited about this. I love the K&N cars, but the bad thing is they've got to watch that dreaded bumper hook, man. That's going to be horrible. Well, let's look at the. There's nothing coming up. I do have a race coming up tomorrow night, but I didn't put it on there. But it's a race for a friend of mine. Anyhow, 75 laps here now. Boy, look at the track temperature. 106-degree track temperature. Holy smokes. Yay.
Yeah, a little bit cooler than last week when we had 121 degrees, but still, it's still pretty breezy.
And 75 laps, that's 188 miles. Tire window about 40 to 70 laps. They could probably go the whole way, but I don't think they will. They'll probably at least change 2 tires on the pit stop. Fuel window, they're running 50% fuel. Now, this is what I was told. I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but this is what Chris told me, that they run about 18 to 22 laps on a tank of fuel. And pit road speed, 60 mile an hour at Daytona. All right, let's get to the points here. Daniel Jackson took over the point lead by 11 points over Mark Mann. Michael Coe in third, 12 points behind. Rick Seabrands hanging on to 4th place, 13 points behind. Then it's a big jump back to 5th place here. David Overstreet now 32 points behind the leader. Anthony English, 6th place, 38 points back. Paul Servant dropping to 7th. He is 39 points behind. Kelly Dahl in 8th, 41 points back. TJ Buck 9th. 42 points back, and J.D. Crow rounds out the top 10, 47 points behind the leader. Dwayne?
Yep, and he's actually tied Anthony Poston. They're both tied for 10th. David Anderson has 51 points back. Michael Whitaker in 13th, 54 points back. Chris Akers 14th with 56 points back. Daniel Holloway 15th. He's also 56 points back. Joseph Burton, 16th, 59 points back. 17th is David Booth, 63 points back. 18th is Daniel Harrington, he is 67 points back. 19th is Jesse Unruh, he is 69 points back. And rounding out the top 20 is Dana Osborne, who is 70 points behind the leader.
Yeah, that's a long ways to come back from right there. I mean, it's probably a good thing that it is kind of early in the season, but that's still going to be very difficult to come back with 70 points behind the leader. But this only being race number 7, I think it's a 15 race season, I do believe, so we're just about at the halfway. Now, next week, folks, they will be off for the holiday weekend, so there'll be no race Friday night or Sunday night for NSRA, so we'll have the weekend off. So it is a holiday weekend. They're trying to keep their series together, so one is off on a night, the other one's going to be off that same week. So, and that's cool. That's very cool. That's good, because that gives me the whole holiday weekend off too. Me and you, Dwayne, we can have the whole holiday weekend off. They talked about doing some racing, and maybe we'll get into a little racing action with these guys, but that'll be fun. Well, let's see if we can get somebody up here and talk to them real quick, and ask them what their thoughts are on tonight's race. TJ Buck, you got a copy? TJ Buck, do you have a copy? All right, I guess TJ's not there. All right, let's try another one here. Let's see if we can get we can get Stephen Herman up here. Stephen, you got a copy?
I got you.
Well, Stephen, what are you expecting here tonight at Daytona, boy, with the K&N cars? This is going to be fun.
Yeah, these cars are a trip to drive around.
Well, I got a really stupid question now, this is kind of off the topic, really. Why doesn't anybody run the super late models? Because I love that super late model.
I don't have an answer for you. I don't think I've ever run that car.
Oh, that's a blast to drive, and the thing sounds amazing.
It really does. Shot.
Oh, it is amazing. The super late model, man. And they're as fast as, well, I think they're almost, well, I think they are as fast as the Gen 6.
Really?
Actually
Have to give it a shot.
they might even be a little faster now that they've kind of nerfed the Gen 6 on these, you know?
Yeah.
Because see, they didn't nerf them. So, they're a blast to run. Well, so you have a teammate. Obviously, you've got some teammates you're going to be working with tonight, correct?
Yeah, I got Todd Poston out there. DJ Mitchell might show up. Russ Hancock out there too. So a little bit of three-wide motorsports going on.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it sounds like fun. I wish you the best of luck out there tonight, Steven. Let's see if you can get that car to victory lane, huh?
Sounds like a plan to me. Thanks, Rudy.
All right, buddy. Good luck. All right, very cool, very cool. Well, we got time enough, I think, for one more quick one here. Let's see if we can get one more guy up here. Here we go. We got the guy right here. This is the man himself, Luke Stenhouse Gray, in the booth. Luke?
Rudy, I'm going to have to get out of the car, man. I can't hardly hear you. Hang tight.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to you after a while. Good luck.
No.
That's all right. We're about to cut off anyhow here, so yeah. Some of these guys, man, they got them car sounds jacked up so loud you can't hear anything. I don't know why, but I guess they want to go deaf. Nothing against Luke. I'm just saying.
They want to like the real thing, man.
Yep. All right, folks. Well, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying.
Twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so the bomb busting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land? Another prey, you're the home of the brave. To say, stand of the brave, the U.S. of A.
All right, we're back, folks. And sorry, we were discussing an issue here, but I think we got it all squared away now. Oh, look at that Gator. Oh, a John Deere Gator. Awesome. Nice looking car there. Tyler McWhirter. You know, I wish I had one of them. I should have bought one a long time ago. Instead of a four-wheeler, I should have bought me one of them John Deere Gators. Wouldn't that have been freaking nice? Oh, man, that would have been nice. Hey, Wayne. How you doing, Wayne? Are you racing in that race tomorrow night, Wayne? I guess I'm broadcasting it. And Jonathan is helping me tomorrow night. How's the graphics look there, Wayne? They look all right? I don't know if he's still there or not. All right, we got times that have been coming in. And right now, Tyler McWhirter is at the top of the leaderboard, but that's probably going to change. That was just a couple that, there we go. Chris Akers to the top of the leaderboard. Scott Warren take over the point. And David Anderson now. Wow, these guys are changing it up. Kelly Dahl second.
As these guys start to take their second lap, you'll see these times come in. They're going to change it up even quicker.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Some of those guys, that was their second lap, but yeah, David Anderson, he's done. Dana Osborne, I think he's... Oh, there you go. Paul Servant taking the pole. There's no surprise.
Give me a week he doesn't take the pole.
Yeah, I know.
That's the week I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, he's got the pole every week. Well, if they gave out points for the pole position, he'd be getting a lot of points, wouldn't he?
Absolutely. Probably why they don't do bonus points for the pole position.
It could be. You could be right. You could be right. Yes, sir.
But it's not where you start the race. It's where you finish.
Wayne, that race that Donald Sadowski's putting on tomorrow night, remember the one you weren't invited to that? Oops. I thought maybe you'd be invited to that. Who do I think's going to win? Oh, boy. I don't know. Every time I guess at it, I'm usually wrong. You know, I kind of got to give Paul Servant a big point. He probably... I don't know. I really don't know. You know, David Anderson, he needs a win. He has been struggling to get back up there in the points. I don't know. I don't know. You know, ooh, man. Kelly Dahl, he's good. Rick Seabrands, Jesse Unruh.
I think I'm going to go out on a limb tonight, Rudy. I'm going to say on the last lap, anybody from 1st to 15th is going to be the winner of this race.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's a good guess. All right. All right, let's run down through the grid here once they get gridded up. All right, in row number 1 there, Paul Servant grabbing the pole, the 49.116. Congratulations to him for grabbing another pole here at NSRA. Starting in second there in row number 1 is David Anderson. In row number 2, Kelly Dahl, 3rd, and Dana Osborne, 4th. In row number 3, Scott Warren, 5th. Rick Seabrands will start 6th. Row 4, Jesse Unruh, 7th. Daniel Jackson, 8th. J.D. Crow coming in 9th, and Daniel Holloway rounds out the top 10. Can you do any, Dwayne, or no?
I'm having technical issues, Rudy.
Okay, I'll get it. Chris Akers coming in 11th. Pondo Co. will start 12th. Luke Stenhouse Gray, there you go. There's his nickname. They labeled him with a Stenhouse in there. He will start 13th. Brandon Herndon, 14th. Chris Whitaker will start 15th. Dan Harrington, 16th. Jody Burton, 17th. TJ Buck, 18th. Donald Stewart, 19th. David Booth, 20th. Joe Sanders will start 21st. Tyler McWhirter, 22nd. He had the pole for a brief couple of minutes there. Tim Williams, 23rd. Mark Mann, 24th. Matt Johnson, 25th. Last one to take a qualifying time. First one to not take a qualifying time, David Gainforth. He will start 26th. David Overstreet, 27th. Stephen Herman, 28th. Todd Poston, 29th. Russell Hancock, 30th. That rounds out the field. Whoops. Dang it. One too many buttons there. Whoops. All right. So congratulations again here to Paul Servant as they get ready to go. Green flag racing here tonight for NSRA Friday Night Super Speedway Series.
Yeah, these K&N cars, they're pretty fun. They're pretty fast. Yep. They're stable. But, again, the only issue they're going to have to look out for is that bumper hook.
Yes.
I hope we don't see too much of that. Last time we saw a little bit of it. But if these guys can remember, then we should have a good race.
Well, Wayne, I'm doing the race tomorrow night for Donald Sadusky. Yeah, it's going to be a full-length race at Talladega with the Cup cars tomorrow night for Donald Sadusky. I thought that was the one you told me about. Remember? You called me that day and told me? And he actually got a hold of me, and after he was going to have the Jonathan Griss do it, and now he wants me to do it, and Jonathan Griss helped me in the booth. So, but anyhow, we'll be live tomorrow night for that full length Talladega 500, 188 laps. Wayne, you know you can stop in here. You have the team speak if you wanted to stop in and say, hey, you know. If you want. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying if you wanted. All right, folks, here we go. Getting ready to get this thing underway here. 75 laps are looking at here at Daytona tonight.
Rudy, it looks like to fix my technical issue, I'm going to have to restart my computer, so I hate to do this, but I would be right back.
10-4, buddy. All right, pace car's in.
Green flag, green flag.
And there's the green. We're underway here at Daytona. To get everything sorted out here. It looks like everybody's doing really well on the start. David Anderson there, a little bit of a lead. It takes a little while to get these cars up to full speed. They're kind of like the trucks, kind of a dog out of the hole, but once they get them wound up, boy, they're pretty powerful. Paul Servant pulling ahead again. Wants to lead that first lap and get that bonus point. Paul has had extremely bad luck here in the last couple of weeks, finishing well in some of these races. Seems like he gets wrecked or something there in the closing laps and does not finish well. 39 points behind the leader. Excuse me. And he gets a bonus point. All right, man, looking pretty strong now. Here's Scott Warren on the bottom. And Jesse Unruh. There's another one. And Jesse just, man, has not had good luck here in the last couple of weeks. He's up there running when it comes down to the end of the race and something happens, makes contact with somebody or somebody makes contact with him, and he does not finish well. Jesse, 19th in points. And you see this back part of the field here is check there. They're kind of taking it easy here. They're keeping themselves a little bit of distance there from that front pack. So that's not a bad thing at all. Then we got a pack that's way back. 4.6 seconds. These guys are way back here. Russell Hancock, David Booth, Alan McWhirter. These guys are all working together back here. A little push in there on the outside. David Anderson on the high side. And Paul Servant again pulls ahead. Kelly Dahl there to the inside. Coming around here to lead another lap. I don't know, big run here, and nope, not enough to make it to the line in time to beat Paul Servant. Chris Akers, high side for Chris, coming from 11th, and looking to maybe make it 3 wide already here. Him and Luke Gray up there working together. Luke Stenhouse Gray, let me rephrase that, Luke Stenhouse Gray. That's just a nickname they gave him. All right, David Anderson drops it to the bottom. That opens the top up for Dana Osborne. But David Anderson going to get a bonus point here if he crosses the line first. Oh, boy, big shove there, big shove. I don't know. It's going to be close. And Dana Osborne leads that lap. Holy smokes, just barely edged out David Anderson at the line. And they're 3 wide right in the middle here. Chris Whitaker, man, we got cars. Oh my gosh, be careful there, guys. Chris Akers on the high side. It looks like they're losing a little bit of ground there. Daniel Holloway up the middle. All these guys coming up through the middle. J.D. Crow sitting back here at the back of that pack, but not far behind him is Pondo Co. They've closed up that gap on them leaders. Him and Jody Burton, Donald Stewart, and Joe Sanders. My old buddy Matt Johnson he's got a Haley Deegan car here. I got to check this out up close. Let's see what this car looks like up close. Real quick. He says that's a Haley Deegan throwback or the car she runs or something. TRD? I guess. I don't know. He's a big Haley Deegan fan. Anyhow. Dana Osborne still leading. But I think... Oh, he drops it down in front of David Anderson. And that leaves Rick Seabrands on the high side. Did David... Yeah, David did get the lead a lap. All right. Now Rick Seabrands coming around. He wants to lead a lap. It's going to be close at the line, but Dana Osborne beats Rick to the line. Holloway, man, love the car Daniel Holloway's driving right now. That's a pretty amazing looking car. Definitely can't go without seeing that car. I'm telling you, that's highly visible, and he said it looks mean. He's ready to get out of here with a win here tonight, Daniel Holloway. Down in front goes Rick Seabrands. Very nice move. That's going to leave Chris Whitaker up on the high side as they get ready to come to the line. Rick Seabrands, boy, big run, big run. Oh, boy, I don't know. Is he going to make it to the line? It just seems like when he gets there, he just stalls out. And Rick Seabrands gets that lap. All right, very good, very good. Big pack of cars here now. They've all joined back up together all the way back to Tim Williams. Tim is just about to lose the draft. Now that other group back here, Matt Johnson, David Overstreet, these two working together. And then way back is behind these guys is Russell Hancock, David Booth. These guys are almost 8 seconds behind that lead pack. They got Tyler McWhirter, Mark Mann, TJ Buck, David Gainforth. All them guys in there together. Wow. And they're 3 wide up here again. Chris Whitaker gets stuck up on the high side all by himself. Nobody working with him. Oh, man, you got to be kidding me. Poor Chris. Osborne. Chris Akers. Chris coming from 11th place. Looking strong already. Paul Servant goes up there with him, but Jesse Unruh on the bottom, looking strong. He's marching up through. He's not going to give up that bottom. Got to be extra careful. You do not want to touch the back of these cars. They hook so easily. Only pushing the straightaways, because if you try pushing into corners, you will hook somebody. And there's even a chance that you could hook somebody on the straightaway. Let me tell you that. It's highly possible. And Osborne, pretty good run here. Oh, he had thought he was clear there. He was going to come down, but he figured it out. He wasn't quite clear enough to come down. So good call there. Dana backs off a little bit. Says, I'll try it another time. Very good. Anderson now. Wow, look at this here, man. This is nuts right now. On the bottom, riding along here with Luke Stenhouse Gray. I don't know what happened to Daniel Jackson, but he just went a lap down. Interesting. Don't worry about that because, you know, he, let's see, did he even come? Yes, he did come to pit road. So he could have had an issue, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Well, they're going to be setting up for pit stops here probably in about the next, anywhere from 8 to 10 laps. They'll be coming to pit road here for the first pit stop. T-Brand's looking strong. 4th in the points he comes into today. 13 points behind the leader, Daniel Jackson. And now with Jackson a lap down back in 30th place, boy, he would pick up a lot of points. All right, very good, looking good. Dane Osborne again gonna take that position. And he does clear him, drops it to the bottom. That leaves Chris Akers on the high side. Chris wants to get a lap led too. He sits 14th in points. Boy, a lap led, just 1 point would mean the world to Chris Akers right now. Wow, look at that big jump he just got there with Paul Servant pushing him. And he comes down in front. He's going to lead a lap. And now we got Kelly Dahl and Paul Servant again on the high side. If Kelly gets at it here, he could push Paul Servant back to the lead. But Chris Akers, I don't know. This is going to be really close at the line. This might be the closest one yet. Paul Servant leads that lap. Man, Chris saying, hey, I wanted to lead that. Thank you very much. He'll get it on the next one. All right, still no move by anybody to come to pit road yet. And Tim Williams out of the race. I don't know. He may have been having some connection problems. He was earlier. Yeah, he disconnected. I don't know. He may have had some connection issues there. All right, Chris Akers does lead that lap and gets a bonus point. Dane Osborne comes down with him onto the bottom right in front of Rick Seabrands. Holloway usually starts closer to the back, and he says, you know what? I am not going to do that this week. I'm going to be right up here in the mix of things. Donald Stewart coming from 19th to 12th. J.D. Crow sitting in 13th. Jody Burton actually moves up there. He's up in 13th now after coming from 17th. Brandon Herndon trying to get up there with his teammates. Running in 14th. Looks like him and J.D. Crow may be working together. And J.D. Crow now back to 15th. Dane Harrington, Pondo Co. And then it's a long way back to Joe Sanders, but Joe's by himself. He's lost the draft. And he's going to have to kind of pedal it here until these guys in the back here can pick him up. David Overstreet and Matt Johnson. They're coming along here. They're booking along about 191, and Joe's hitting about 181, so it won't take them long to catch up to him. Chris Akers still leading. Well, we've been caution-free so far if you're just joining us here on MaxSpeedTV. And again, we appreciate everybody stopping by here and giving us a shout. Dennis, Wayne, Mara. Hey, Mara. Yeah, winning the tickets last week. Mara Clark won the tickets to the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's the big winner, Mara Clark. Very good. Congratulations again, Mara. I hope you enjoy them. I'm gonna make it there one of these days. My buddy Wayne's I'm just gonna have to make it there one of these days. Somehow, some way, I'll get there. Oh no, Anthony Poston's dog just turned off his PC. Oh no. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that is horrible. I think that happened one other time too. Yeah, I'm almost sure that did. Well, Joe Sanders is going to have company right on top of him here in just a minute, because here comes David Overstreet, Matt Johnson. Oh, Matt's got a big dent in the back of his car. Wow. Russell Hancock, these guys have all joined in now together here. And Joe is going to get passed up. He's going to probably wind up going to the back of that pack. Are the cars too loud, or are they just about right to you? Or I always kind of worry about that. I don't want the cars being louder than me, you know. Yeah, Wayne's a heck of a good friend, man. I'm going to tell you, that was so awesome for Wayne to do that. I think he's got another surprise up his sleeve here, too. That hat that he said he's going to give away. Autographed by Kevin Harvick. I don't know, maybe a lot of people don't know Kevin Harvick or like Kevin Harvick, but hey, it's an autographed hat from a NASCAR driver. And you know, he's a good driver too. All right, Paul Servant back down in front. Now Kelly Dahl to the high side. He gets a bonus point for leading the lap. Big push here by Scott Warren. These guys are probably a lap or two away from pit stops. There's somebody else coming into pit road now. Stephen Herman coming in a little early. He was about to go a lap down. So he made perfect opportunity of that and said, I'll just come to pit road now, thank you. Todd Poston back in the race, but he is 3 laps down after Dog kicked him out of there. Oh, out to the outside there. Wow, who's that? Chris Whitaker. Well, he likes to take it 3 wide. And here they go, 3 wide for the lead.
For the lead.
Is that better?
Not quite, but it'll do.
And here comes a bunch of them to pit road. Rick Seabrands, I'm trying to follow him in here. Rick Seabrands coming in, Jesse Unruh, David Anderson, and Donald Stewart is the first of the crew to come into pit road here. Lap number 22.
21 laps in. We'll probably see everybody else in the next couple.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he said that they could get about 18 to 22 laps, depending, you know. The leader's probably going to be using a little more than some of the guys in the back part of the draft, but they're getting single file up here now. Nobody's double file,
Oh,
so
we
get
got to
ready.
spin.
Hondo Co, Jody Burton. Oh no, really? And TJ Buck? No, not TJ Buck. Jody Burton. Let's go see what happened here real quick, because this is about where they are going to. These guys are probably about pretty close to pitting here, anyhow. So let's see what happened.
Like just a normal bumper hook going down into 3.
Well, that's what I was afraid of. I'm on Jody Burton here right now. And I'm thinking it was Jody that got, yeah, right there. Jody got bumper hooked by the 131 there, Brandon Herndon. Oh my, and up the hill, there goes JD Crow's going to get into it. Oh, and Pondo Co. Oh my gosh, 82. I don't know, boy. He dodged a bullet there. I think that's Dan Harrington. He kind of dodged a bullet, but he did get a little bit of damage on the car. But well, this come out perfect timing for the leaders. But the guys that just pitted, oh boy, they're going to be a lap down.
I don't think they had been out long enough to go a lap down. I think this is actually going to work into their favor. You'll probably see them at the front of the field.
Yeah, David Gainforth, Russell Hancock, Daniel Jackson, Stephen Herman. These guys they'll once these guys all pit, yeah, they'll get their laps back, I should say. Because they just got done pitting. Kelly Dahl brings them all to pit road. All right. They all come in. Let's see who's going to be first off the pit road. Well, who do you feel like talking to first, Dwayne?
I don't know. Pick somebody.
All right, I'll get somebody here. Let's get let's see if we can talk to Paul Savant. Paul
Yes, sir.
Savant, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, you in and off the pit road, man. You've led a couple of laps here tonight. How much better is the car out in clean air?
I don't know. It seemed I don't know. I wasn't really in bad air, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, you were running 6 there a couple times. I seen you. I just wondered if it was any different.
Oh, it was running pretty good.
Okay. Well, now you got some of your teammates up here, and every week we always see you take the pole. Every week we see you and Dane Osborne working together. What makes you two click?
We've been running. Me and Dane have been running since I joined iRacing. I mean, hooked up with him pretty much right off the bat, and we hit it off, and we've been running ever since.
That's pretty awesome. Well, I know some of the guys, we've already seen a bumper hook there by somebody, but everybody is aware of the bumper hook on this coming into tonight, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So, because that's the last thing you want is a bumper hook out here tonight, man. I'm telling you.
For sure.
You're coming in again?
Yeah, I got it. Apparently, excessive speeding.
Whoops. Okay.
So, I don't know.
All right, brother. Well, we wish you the best of luck out there. Good luck, man.
10-4, thank you.
You're in red line, right?
Yep.
All right, very good. Well, he's got to come in to serve a penalty. Wow.
Nah, nobody's immune to it.
Nope, nobody.
But
You got
that
that.
probably works out in his favor. He prefers running around the back of the pack early in these races, so I'm sure we'll see him back towards the front before it's over.
Oh, yeah, he'll get hooked up with like Mark Mann or TJ Buck or somebody that's back there, or Russell Hancock, maybe David Booth. Jody Burton would be a good one. Get him back up to the front.
Definitely going to be back there with his teammate, Daniel Jackson. He
Yeah.
just got back on the lead lap.
Yeah. I meant to ask him. We got enough time. Let me get him up here and talk to Daniel. Make sure I'm getting the right one. Getting the right one. Daniel Jackson, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
How did you get a lap down there, brother?
It's one of them fluke things. I mean, I blew an engine, clutched it real fast. I blew an engine on the backstretch, clutched it, and coasted into the pits. I only lost one lap.
That's pretty good.
The only reason why I'm the beneficiary, really, if you think of it, because I got the lucky dog, but I was able to pit on that first stint, and I took gas, so I didn't run out of fuel like a lot of these guys did just now. Under the caution. So
Yep.
Hey, it is what it is. We still got a long way to go, and I still got one faster pair, so we should be all right.
There you go. Good. All right, well, we'll let you go, Daniel. Good luck out there. Hopefully you get back up to the front now.
All right, thank you, sir. Me too.
Sir. There's Mr. Wayne Finley.
Hey, good evening, Rudy. The hat is not autographed. It's a Jimmy John's 4 Harvick hat, but he has not signed it.
Oh, okay. My bad. I misunderstood. My bad. Sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I haven't seen Kevin to get him to do it, but I did want to tell you, tomorrow I'm having lunch with Bobby Allison.
I seen that, yeah.
In Spartanburg, South Carolina, at the East Main Street Applebee's at noon.
Dang.
And a gentleman has found the 1979 Budmore. Not 79. Hold on one second. Yeah, the 1979 Thunderbird that Bobby Allison drove for Bud Moore, and he's bringing it to the Applebee's to get it authenticated by Greg Moore and Bobby Allison.
Oh my gosh. That's unbelievable. Wow.
The car's supposed to be in pretty decent shape, and like I say, we're meeting at Applebee's. If anybody in the Spartanburg area can come over 12:15, 12:30. Greg's coming over after he gets off his radio show, but Bobby Allison will be there, and the gentleman that owns the car now is Tim Walker. He's the one who found it and saved it, and is bringing it to Spartanburg tomorrow.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Green flag is back out. We're underway, and we got a drag race for the lead right now.
I'm telling you, this is heating up here. Akers has led 5 laps. Osborne, he's led 7 laps. Holloway sitting there has not led any laps yet. Teammate to Dane Osborne. Well, Wayne, thank you. Appreciate, the info there. That's pretty cool, man, that you're going to have that. Don't forget, we got race Sunday night, and then next week they're off.
All right, well, next Sunday night is when we're going to give away the hat. Or this coming Sunday night.
Yeah, day after tomorrow.
Correct. Well, have a great race. I commented in the chat, these cars are so much more stable than the Gen 6 cars that they
they are. The only bad thing they got going for them is that bumper hook, man. They're really horrible for bumper hook.
And the tire wear is pretty high too on this, because the tires just can't. The weight and the speed of the cars overcomes the mechanical grip of the tire pretty quick.
Oh man, and that's something. Well, I was going to tell you something. Tomorrow night I'm doing that thing for Scott Warren led that lap. That thing for Donald Sadusky.
Well, they mentioned racing it, but I didn't hear any details, and that's probably going to be way past my bedtime, but I will be watching.
Yeah, it's going to be a full-length race, 188 lap. That Jonathan Griss is going to be joining me in the booth, I guess. I don't know him, or I've never come. Oh, we got caution. Where is the caution?
Be Todd Poston, I believe.
Okay, let me go back and take a look here. I didn't see anything, but okay, back here with I think that's Tyler McWhirter. And I'm thinking, okay, there it is. Oh yeah, bumper hook on Tyler McWhirter. Oh my gosh. He just hooked Tyler and put him right into the wall. Ow, that hurt.
Yeah.
Sometimes when that happens like that, it happens faster than, you can lift off the gas and it just does not back off fast enough,
No, once you start hooking their bumper, actually lifting makes it worse.
I'm not sure who the leader is. I think Chris Akers is the leader. Well, Wayne, thanks for stopping by, man. It's pretty good, pretty cool.
Well, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the race. Oh, your John Deere went around. Oh, no.
Yeah, I know, Tyler McWhirter. With just a bumper hook there off of Todd Poston. I'm sure Todd didn't mean to do that. Just
we actually heard him apologizing on the radio.
Yeah, he had a little bit of momentum built up there, and I don't know. Is this thing going to go into nighttime? I don't think it is, but I don't know.
I did notice under that last caution, some of the guys ran out of gas and had to tow, come into the pits.
Yep.
I mean, you go in if the pits are closed and take the end of line. It's better to do that than run out of gas.
Yeah, that's right. Well, they all come in now. Chris Akers bringing them in. Let's see who's going to be first off of pit road.
Well, good night, Rudy. You and Dwayne have a great evening, and I'm going to watch a little bit more of the race and head to bed.
All right, buddy. I'll see you Sunday night.
Take care.
Yep, good night. Enjoy the race, folks.
Yep.
Chris Akers is going to lead him off pit road, followed by Daniel Holloway and Scott Warren.
Very nice. Nice pit stop. I didn't see anybody make a big mistake there, but, how about let's get a word in with David Overstreet. I'd like to talk to him. Find him real quick here. David Overstreet, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
David, man, I'll tell you what, it's tough to get up there, but you've made it about almost halfway up through the field now. What do you got left for the rest of this race now?
Well, unfortunately, I had a momentary loss in concentration and had to use a fast repair. So only down to one fast repair since I clobbered the condo.
Oh man, that's something that we don't want to hear. We don't want to hear you got wrecked or you had to use a quick repair. But
it was all my fault. So.
Now, yeah, that's the bad thing about you can't really blame anybody else. You can only blame yourself. Well, the Jack Daniels car's looking pretty strong out there, David. So you think you got a shot at winning here tonight?
I think we do. If we got the right strategy, I think it's going to be a green flag stop. So I'm hoping so. So
yeah.
We got enough good teammates in here in this channel to hopefully one of us win.
Well, you got any family members watching tonight, or friends or relatives, or anybody watching tonight?
No, I don't think so. I think they all watch it Saturday morning. But thanks for broadcasting. Thanks to NSRA.
All right, brother. Well, good luck out there the rest of the race, David.
All right, thank you, Rudy.
All right, very good.
Got two guys right now pulling strategy, Matt Johnson and Stephen Herman. They're staying out, trying to get those laps back.
And that's not a bad call.
Nope.
Stephen Herman and Matt Johnson. Yeah, Matt's a couple of laps down. Oh, he got a couple laps down, unless he was involved in something there. We got and then Dan Harrington's also 2 laps down. Stephen Herman's 1 lap down now. Everybody else is back on the lead lap. Todd Poston just got the wave by, and he will be back on the tail end of the lead lap.
That gives us 25 cars remaining on the lead lap.
Yep.
Tell you, week in and week out, I'm impressed at the fact that these guys, you don't have too much attrition. Most of the guys who start the race typically finish the race, and that's something you can't say for every league.
That's right. Yeah, the only one that's left here tonight is Tim Williams, and I don't know what the deal was there, whether maybe an emergency come up at home and he had to go take care of it, or I don't know. But that's the only one that's left here tonight. That, and staying with it, when you got points on the line, somebody can get wrecked out and you can take that position away from them. It happens at the blink of an eye. When we get down to the end of this race and, most of the resets are used, people are going to be tiptoeing around here, Dwayne.
Absolutely.
Right, there we go. A couple of guys get their wave bys. Matt Johnson and Stephen Herman. Lights are out. We're going green next time by.
Sounds good.
That was nice of Wayne to stop in. He's a good guy. Hey, Mike. Good to see you there, Mike. Sarah, Dennis, James. How's everybody doing tonight on this Friday night? Hopefully everybody's got their beverage sitting there with them, maybe a bowl of popcorn, and ready to sit down and let Dwayne and I keep you entertained here for maybe like, well, I don't know, next 45 minutes or so. Tomorrow night, folks, you'll have to tune in here on MaxSpeedTV. We got a full-length Talladega 500 tomorrow night. That's going to be a good one, man. You'll have to tune in for that. That'll be good. Full-length Talladega 500 in the cup cars, too.
Nice.
Put on by the Pit Stall. Probably, John Johnson and his crew, man, they usually put on some pretty good races. I think there is some money on the line for that race too. So, all right, folks, here we go. Pace car heads in, and there's the green. We're off and going here at Daytona again.
Chris Akers leading Daniel Holloway back to the line. The outside line gets a good push. We'll see what they can do going into one.
Does it say that it will be going to nighttime, or is it going to be an all daytime race?
I believe this is going to finish in the daylight.
Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
I like the daytime races just as well as the nighttime here at Daytona. Well, battle here for sixth place, Kelly Dahl and J.D. Crow going at it.
Two guys we don't usually talk too much about mixing it up. Chris Whitaker and Donald Stewart up there, fourth and fifth.
Yeah, Donald, man, he's having a powerful run here today, coming from 19th. That's one of the super speedway kings right there. Ah, heck, all these guys are super speedway kings. What am I talking about? These guys are amazing, I'll tell you. I've seen these guys do things that I wouldn't try, but they do it and they make it work. How about TJ Buck now, up to 11th? Good to see him up in there. Oh, it's like to see the Captain Crunch car up there. Let's ride along with old TJ here for a minute.
All right, he's got a good view of Oreos in front of him.
Heck yeah. Him working that wheel. Smooth is fast. The smoother you are on that wheel, the faster you'll be around this oval. All right, there's a little ride along with
outside line starting to make up some ground here.
Well, Holloway trying to get up there. He wants to lead a lap. And man, I'll tell you, he's trying everything he can possibly try right now to get up here.
It looks like he's going to do it. He's clear. Let's see if he leaves Chris Whitaker. Yes, he does.
Chris Whitaker has not led yet either. And he's got Kelly Dahl pushing him. But it looks like Holloway will grab a bonus point here by one of the best pushers in the league right there, Chris Akers. There you go. He just grabs a bonus point. Man, that's a heck of a pack of cars right there, let me tell you.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? I think it's time for a little crank it up right now, I think.
Absolutely.
right, folks, we're back. Just looking at one of the drivers here, Pondo Co. now 16th position. We're working on that high side. Chris Whitaker just took a dive to the outside to try that 3 wide again. He just cannot get anybody to take a bite on that. Dwayne, that's really odd.
Yeah, well, it's still early in the race. We're a little over halfway, but still not time to make your move. Time to make your moves usually about 10 to go. So we might see that outside line come in later in the race, but right now I think people are content to just keep it 2 wide.
Well, Holloway getting a big push here from Scott Warren, keeping those 2 out front. Who we haven't talked about here lately, Russell Hancock. There we go, Russell Hancock into 17th place, the Bass Pro Shop machine. Started 30th, dead last. He started, and he's running in 18th.
Working his way through the field.
Heck yeah. A good guy to follow up through there, too, Mark Mann. Yeah, Mark, he's coming from 24th to 17th. David Gainforth in 22nd, Jody Burton 23rd, and Tyler McWhirter now is way off of the pace back here by himself. Dang. He got some damage on the car. I think it was that damage from that wreck, and he just didn't use his quick repair. Maybe that would have been a good time to use it. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably kicking himself for that right now.
Yep, we're well past halfway. And it ain't going to be long here. He's about a half a lap behind these guys.
Now, the only thing he does have going for him right now is we're very close to the next round of pit stops.
Right. Holloway back to the lead. Showing a lot of power there by Daniel Holloway today. He just does not want to be one of them guys that is going to get taken out here coming down to the end. He comes in here tonight 15th in points, 56 points behind the leader. That's a lot of ground to cover. Oh, we got a big one back there. Joe Sanders caught up in it. Stephen Herman again. Oh my gosh. David Booth. And Russell Hancock. Russell Hancock caught up in it as well. Let's go back and take a look here. I'm on Russell Hancock. I'm not sure if that's where it started or not, but... Oh, yes it was. He come up on Mark Mann. Oh my gosh, Mark's sawing on that wheel, and he gets hooked by the number 77. Wow. Oh man, David Booth, caught up in it. And Stephen Herman, oh my gosh, he hit the wall like, just power drove that wall. Poor Stephen.
Hopefully he can get it back around.
Yeah, well, he's already on pit road. He had to tow it, I think.
And that's tough break.
Yep, I think he blew the motor up in it or something there. And it looks like he is taking it behind the wall. Dang. Well, these guys will come to pit road. Now
and that's a good break for Tyler McWhirter.
Now, they won't be able to make it from here on fuel. They'll still have to stop one more time. Daniel Holloway bringing them in.
Looks like we've had a few guys elect to stay out.
Yeah, it looks like J.D. Crow just stayed out to lead a lap. Or is that Luke Gray, I guess it was. One of them two. One of them two is the leader. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it's JD Crow.
Yeah, I think it's JD. Yep. But he is not, he hasn't officially led a lap yet, so he'll have to go around. Well, let's see. Talk to. Well, Luke might be able to talk to us now, being we're under caution. Let's see if we can get a word in with him. Luke, Stenhouse, Greg, can you hear us?
Yeah, you just had to, didn't you? You had to play along with a little game, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, you.
Hey, how we looking? How we looking so far?
Good. Are you gonna pit?
Nope.
No. Ooh.
Nope.
Ooh. Okay. Well,
how far do you think you can go on fuel?
You're gonna have to go another 10, 12 laps.
Everybody's gonna have to go at least one more time, aren't they?
Yeah. No, true. That is true. You are right. So if you can make
this
it
is,
one more time.
This is our spot. This is where we're supposed to be. We just let those other guys borrow it for the rest of early on tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who leads the most laps or anything. It's a guy that wins, right?
That's right. We just wanted to give them a little bit of hope.
Man, I'll tell you what.
And now here we are.
I hope next weekend I can come up here and race with you guys. That would be so much fun.
Man, I'm pumped about that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. All
right.
Get
to hang out with you enough.
I know it. And you guys are so much fun too. So, all right, buddy, I'll let you go. Good luck out there.
All right, Rudy. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. All right. Wow. Yeah,
if he's confident he can make it.
Yep. They are a lot of fun to race with. If you raced over here one time with them guys down there, you'd have a blast. I wasn't really with the team, but I did kind of work with them a little bit. And I had so much fun. We laughed and cut up and carried on and just raced our hearts out and had a blast. I didn't care if I won or not. Yeah. I didn't care if I won or not, man. I just was having fun.
That's the way it should be.
Yep. If you take the fun out of it,
what's the point?
Gosh, I could go play, World of Warships or something. I can have, I can go have fun. I could go play my solitaire game or something. Well, now JD Crow did get the bonus point for leading a lap and working up here with his couple of his teammates. Now look at this: Luke Gray, David Anderson, Jesse Unruh, Brandon Herndon, Pondo Co. The top 6 are all teammates from the 501 team,
and all 6 stayed out.
Oh my gosh. Well, and I can understand why they did it, because now they can go on this. They'll pit at a different time. They'll pit before the rest of the group, and they're all going to have to pit, and that could put these guys right back in the lead, depending on pit stops.
They can make 10 more laps, then that's a great move. If they can't make it 10 laps, I got to question it.
Yep, they should. They should be able to, because of the caution laps here. They'll have to probably pit right on about 10 more laps. Wow, I don't know. This could be a good strategy call.
Very well could be. It could be the move of the race.
I like strategy like that. That is, that just makes it so exciting.
Now, one thing that might work against them, a late race caution.
Yeah, that is true. And we're not exempt from that either.
Nope.
It's, when these guys get down to the closing laps, these guys are going to really get racy. That's when we're going to see the 3 wide, and it's going to be 3 wide that's going to stay. Now, it's a little dicey out here when you're going 3 wide at Daytona. This isn't Talladega, but these cars are a lot more stable.
They're a lot more stable.
Yeah. They don't weave around quite as much as the Gen 6 cars.
And they're not quite as wide as the other cars. So you still have room to go 3 wide with these cars.
Well, get them going here, Dwayne.
All right.
The 3rd caution.
Base car ducks off. Green flag is out, and JD Crow is going to bring him back to the line. We had a little bit of a bobble there.
Yeah, Luke Gray did not go, and that kind of stacked up Jesse Unruh. And
looks like everybody made it through it, though.
Oh, yeah. Pondo Co checked up there just in time, or boy, that could have been disastrous. Jesse trying to get back up there, but Luke Gray drops it to the bottom behind, behind one of his teammates.
Yeah, he saw how far back that lead pack was, and that's probably the best place. Now, Chris Akers is running up there. He's going to break up this teammate group right now.
Yep, here he comes. And he's got Jesse Unruh right behind him. I almost thought Paul Servant was going to come up there behind Chris Akers.
He wanted to. You could see him wanting to duck out there. He just didn't have room.
Yep. He just waited maybe just a second too long to make that decision.
And we'll see Dana Osborne go up the hill. Is he going to leave room for his teammate to come up? He does.
Very good. Now Paul Servant, Dana Osborne back together again. And those two are lethal. Unruh drops it to the bottom, dumping off Chris Akers. I guess who's going to fill that spot?
With his teammates, but we'll see how this works out for him. Got all teammates on the bottom line here. Little bit of a wiggle in the back. They sorted it out. Oh, we got somebody on the yellow line.
There we go. Luke Gray just let Pondo Co in. If somebody was, what was that? Matt Johnson. Off in the grass. What happened to him?
It looked like he hit the yellow line and was trying to save it.
Oh, wow. Well, he did a good job, but boy, that put him way back in 27th. Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't think too bad. 25 drivers on the lead lap. 3 cars a couple of laps down. And only 2 drivers out of the race, Stephen Herman and Tim Williams.
28 drivers still running, 25 of which are on the lead lap.
And we're coming to the 3/4 mark, or 2/3 of the way. Let me get that out right. 2/3 mark right there. Hitting 50 laps. We've got 25 to go. Pondo Co, he gets shuffled back here a little bit, him and Luke Gray, but they're on the bottom here with a couple of their teammates, closing that gap up on Jesse Unruh.
They're going to close the gap a little more if they're going to help keep their teammates in the lead.
You can see these guys, they just leave just enough, a little bump there from David Anderson on JD Crow, but Chris Akers led that lap.
Yep, and you can bump with these cars as long as you hit the guy square. If you hit him off to one side or the other, you're bumper hooking him.
Yes, sir. I'll tell you what, JD, since he got out front, boy, he has really dropped the hammer. Now, going back to what we were talking about, these guys happen to pit, they're probably going to have to come in about the next 6 laps. And then they will have completed their pit stops for the day, providing no cautions come out.
Yeah, and that's one thing they got to watch for coming onto pit road. We've seen it week in and week out.
Yeah.
Mistakes, people lose the race. You make a mistake, come in pit road too hot, you miss your pit box, and it's over.
And they've got to get themselves organized here a little bit, because it's JD Crow, David Anderson, Jesse Unruh, Pondo Co, Luke Gray, and Brandon Herndon. Those 2 are all on the bubble of having to pit here in about the next 5 laps.
Chris Akers powering to the front.
Holy smokes, I guess. He got a big shove there from Paul Servant. Paul and Dana Osborne again on that high side. Look out. Here they come.
See a little bit of leapfrogging going on here.
Oh, yeah. Working with teammate Daniel Holloway. It's going to be teammates against teammates. You know what? And look at this, a big enough push. But Paul doesn't want to dump off his teammate. Wait a minute. Oh, man, I'm telling you, they both almost could have come down. Paul, he comes down.
And being teammates, you know, you can see this catch up here. That's a little bit of Paul brake dragging right there, trying to get Dana out front. Dana wasn't quite clear enough to come down safely, but they almost made it work. If the car's spread out like that, you can brake drag a little bit and get away with it. It's when the guy's right on your bumper, you don't want to do that. But they were not quite nose to tail there.
If you see the 501 team guys, they're all on the bottom, so they're setting up for pit stops here in the next couple of laps. That's Daniel Holloway, or not Daniel Holloway, I'm sorry, J.D. Crow, David Anderson, Jesse Unruh, Hondo Co, Kelly Dahl, or not Kelly Dahl, Brandon Herndon. Them guys are all on the bottom, so they're going to be making pit stops here in the next 2 or 3 laps. And Paul Servant goes to the high side to pick up teammate Dana Osborne and still leads that lap.
They're clear. Let's see if they do bring it down. That's a heck of a run they got.
Well, like I said, those two are a lethal combination, them two together. They can just about go anywhere on the track they want to go. High side, Daniel Holloway, also one of their teammates.
Look here, sneaking into the picture, Daniel Jackson as well. And here they come.
Yes, sir, here they come. Jesse Unruh. Wow,
David Anderson spins out through the grass.
Oh, there's going to be an unsafe pit entry. I don't know. Once you get past the cone, I don't know. Luke Gray come in there pretty hot, though.
Yeah, Jesse Unruh, he was trying to get woed down, ended up tagging him. I think some of these guys are going to get speeding penalties on pit road here.
I think so,
They
too.
all came in pretty hot.
Yep, Luke Gray. Yep, there's a penalty for Luke Gray. Oh, no. Whoa. Doggone it, Luke. I thought he was going to win tonight.
Well, his teammates came out together, so that at least they'll have a shot at it. They came out in a group of 4 here.
Yeah.
Luke Gray just now coming off pit road.
Yeah, he's going to be a lap down now. Oh, he's kicking himself, I'll bet you.
Jesse Unruh's having the same issue. He's about to be lapped with no draft code.
Yep. Yeah, he spent, he actually didn't have too bad of a pit stop, but he took 4 tires, and that cost him way too much time. Way too much time. Brandon Herndon and these guys only took 2 tires. Yeah, J.D. Crow, David Anderson, Pondo Co, and Brandon Herndon, and they've got that lead pack coming up behind them really fast here. They're going to go a lap down, but the good thing is they will get their lap back.
This is going to get ugly quick.
Oh, they're blocking.
Oh, my goodness. 3 wide blocking. This is crazy. What are they doing?
Wait a
I've
minute.
never seen that before.
No, me neither. Woo! Oh,
that is insane.
And J.D. Crow hit the wall. Wow, can you believe that?
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
Well, it was a good attempt. I mean, they went 3 wide to block, but
the problem is you got the pack barreling down on you at 202 mile an hour. You're only doing 180. That could have been big.
David Overstreet just spun coming to pit road.
These guys are lucky that was not worse than it was.
He spun and hit pit road wall.
Oh, little contact. We may have an accident here.
Get it sorted out, but they're also going to pass up Tyler McWhorter.
I got a feeling the admins are not very happy about that right now.
Probably not. That could have been a big one, you know, with that, them guys coming around there like gangbusters, and whew, I don't know, that probably wasn't a very good call on their part, but they tried. They tried. Now, once this crew here pits, but they've got about another, probably about 7 laps to go before they're going to have to pit. Maybe 8 laps.
I have to see how this strategy plays out for them, because they've kind of broke up here. They're pretty much mixed out. And a couple of the guys got into the wall, so their strategy, it hasn't played out so far for them, so we'll see.
Well, Donald Stewart tried to lead a lap. Almost, but not quite.
He's got Chris Whitaker pushing him, so we'll see what they can do here.
That was last season's champion at NSRA, Chris Whitaker.
Big push. He can keep it. Should have it at the line. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be awful close here, I think. Well, he kind of backed off a little bit there.
Yeah, it looks like he may have been getting hot. Had to get some air into that. See him ducking out there. It looks like he's trying to move to the outside, but what he's actually doing is trying to get air and cool off that motor.
I mean, if you look at the radiator openings on the front of that car, folks, they're not very big. And boy, I'll tell you, these cars get hot really quick.
You can push maybe lap and a half. And then you got to back off.
Really? That much? Wow, I didn't even expect that much.
It depends on how cool your motor is. If you haven't been on the guy, I mean, if you've been I would say a lap and a half is the maximum. Any further than that, and it's going to blow.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
Todd Poston. The dog shut off his computer. He restarted his computer. He come back in. He was 3 laps down. He's got his laps back, and he's running in 11th place right now.
That's impressive.
How do you do that? I want to know his secret.
Luck of the draw. He's had the fortune of, everybody, just about everybody being on the lead lap.
Yep.
When the cautions came out, so he was the only guy a lap down. He'd get to wave around.
Well, Donald Stewart still trying to lead a lap here. Whitaker not quite on him again. All the way closes the gap up on Paul Servant. And it's going to be a drag race of the line, and I think Paul Servant's going to win that drag race.
This time by, he will.
Speaking of drag races, you should start your drag racing back up.
I've been thinking about it.
That was a lot of fun. It was interesting. Oh, we got a turnbacker. Oh, if I can catch up with him here. It was David Anderson got hooked. Oh, my. Well, that was the caution that lead pack needed.
Not the caution that those guys wanted.
Yeah.
It's like this plan of holding the field up and blending in is starting to backfire for these guys.
I think it was Scott Warren that hooked David Anderson here. And let's see what happens here. I think it was when they were coming into turn 1 here. It looks like David went a little high. And in the meantime, Scott Warren, he was going to go up the middle there, make it 3 wide. Anderson come back down the hill. He did not know that hole had been filled with Scott Warren's car. And it looks like both of them going to go hard into the wall. The number 1 gets into it. Or number 7, I'm sorry. That is Joe Sanders. He got just a little bump there. And even some net coating on that, too. So, but, man, I'm telling you, that was a rough ride for David Anderson. And it looks like he is already taking his car behind the wall.
And we'll see all these guys come into pit road now. This will be their final stop with 10 to go.
But now, those other guys that are a lap down now, okay, they will get back on the lead lap because they're going to stay out, more than likely. I mean,
yeah, but they're going to be wave around. They're going to be way in the back. So they're going to hope for a quick caution.
Right. I think we got, 2 green-white checkers?
2 green-white checkers if we need them.
2 green-white checkers.
At the moment, we have 17 cars on the lead lap. We'll have to see how that shakes out after pit stops.
Yep. And this was caution number 4. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Oh, 23 lead changes we've had. Pretty awesome. All right, they all come down pit road. And for these guys up here now, this will be their final pit stop. So they want to make sure that they get, everything that they need, a half a tank of fuel or whatever they, that's probably what I would take. I would just take a half a tank of fuel. And you see Paul Servant's already off of pit road. Oh, Chris Akers spins.
No.
He gets it saved, though. Wow. He spun coming off a pit road. Well, David Gainforth. Okay, that.
It looks like
him,
I was
he's
going
not the
back and
leader.
looking. It looks like Chris Akers. He was spinning the tires from the moment he left his pit box and just never got the car under him all the way off pit road.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was lighting them up and just never got control of that.
Well, Holloway in second now. Let's see if we can get a word. I wanted to see if I could talk to. Where is? Find him here. JD Crow. I wanted to talk to JD here real quick and see what. JD Crow, you got a copy?
How are you, Rudy?
I'm doing all right, man. You guys got trapped a lap down now, but you're going to stay out here and get your lap back. You're going to have to come from the back of the field now. So what's the plan from here? All the teams are together.
Just get what we can get. We stayed out on that segment there just because we knew it was going to be at least one, maybe two. Well, it'd be two stops if we'd stopped on that first caution. And,
right.
So we decided to stay out. We had another 10 or 12 laps in the tank, and everything was going our way. And we knew they would get by us on that stop, but there was going to be a group of us together. And
right.
So now we got to do something different.
Well, JD, I do have a question for you. That we saw a little miscommunication there when the leaders were coming up on you guys. Was that planned to try to block the group, or was that just miscommunication?
It's actually no communication. We were moving to the top, but they never said how close they were. Next time we're just going to stay at the bottom and they can figure it out for themselves. You know, usually in this league, the leader will call, say, "Hey, we're coming up on you. Move here or there." But we didn't hear anything. We moved. No one said anything except, "Hey, where are you guys going?" And so it's on them. Next time we're just going to stay at the bottom.
And 4.
All right, JD. Well, maybe that kind of ruined your chances for a win here tonight. But like you said, get what you get now. We wish you the best of luck out there, JD.
Thank you, Rudy. Yeah, it's sure we're not done. People are going to get real aggressive here with about 6 to go. So we'll just see what happens in front of us and take advantage of what's not there.
And you still got 2 green-white checkers to go too.
Yeah, so we're real good no matter how long they want to race.
All right, brother. Well, good luck.
Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, Dwayne.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right. Wow. Yeah. So they're going to have to. Wow. Oh. Don't know.
See these guys now, Jesse Unruh, Brandon Hernan, and Luke Gray. They're all in front of the leaders trying to get their lap back. They will take the wave around as soon as we get 1 to go, and they'll be on the tail end.
Right.
And if we do get a quick caution, JD Crow would be the wave around car, the lucky dog.
Right. Or would it be Tyler McWhorter?
No.
Yeah, Tyler
yeah,
McWhorter.
It'd be Tyler. He's actually 1 lap down as well.
Yeah.
Like he pitted instead of taking the wave around.
But they may race for that position, no doubt. You know.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm sure JD's going to do everything he can to try to get ahead of Tyler to be that wave around. But the good thing is he'll be back there with his teammates again to help them.
Absolutely. And
or they
all
can
it
help
takes
him.
is just, you heard about, we're getting down to it 3 wide time. So I would say they're probably going to all line up on the outside line and just hammer down.
And the good thing about it, with these guys working in teams like this, and we've heard all the teams say, when we drag them into the booth to talk to them, that they didn't care which one on the team won it. It was as long as the team won. So that's cool,
Absolutely.
Well, now we got Paul Servant, Daniel Holloway on the front row, Chris Whitaker, Donald Stewart, Todd Poston, Kelly Dahl, Chris Akers, Rick Seabrands, Dana Osborne, and TJ Buck. That's your top 10. All right, it's going to be 7 to go at the line here, but we do have 2 green-white checkers if we need them. And now, look for 3 wide, Dwayne.
I guarantee it.
Uh-huh. No doubt. These guys are no strangers to that, and they can handle it. Okay, this could be the final restart. I don't know, but here goes the pace car. And green is out. We're back underway here at Daytona for the NSRA Friday Night Super Speedway Series.
Both lines get a good start. Whitaker on the inside trying to fend off Daniel Holloway. Oh, they touch. They come through clean.
And he's going to move up the hill in front of Holloway.
Absolutely. He wants to lead this race.
And Todd Poston's going to tuck right up underneath Paul Servant.
And all Paul Servant can do at this point is just watch.
TJ Buck back there, but I was looking at Chris Akers. Now, Chris knows that Todd Poston is pushing Paul Servant. So he does not want to push the pusher. So he's leaving just a little gap between him and Todd Poston, like you're supposed to do. That's what you call a very experienced veteran racer right there. He knows.
Absolutely.
You do not want to push the pusher. I'll never forget that phrase coined by Jimmy Crow, man. That's something he always
Dana Osborne
says.
trying to force the issue.
Oh.
And him and Donald Stewart get together. I think Dana got the worst of that situation.
Oh, man. That kind of made him check up a little bit there. Rick Seabrands as well. And David Booth. David Booth running inside the top 10 now after starting 20th. All right, Paul Servant, Chris Whitaker. Chris has not led any laps yet today. And another great pusher right behind him, Daniel Holloway.
He's going to need all the help he can get from Daniel at this point. That outside line is not sustaining its numbers at this point.
Yeah, what happened to the 3 wide? I thought
we got another bump door slam from Dana Osborne and Donald Stewart. Not sure what's going on with those two guys.
And we got a yellow. Scott Warren going around and somebody else there. Holy smokes, Luke Gray, it looks like. Well, let's go back and see what happened. Luke Gray and Scott Warren. Okay, Luke Gray is right there with Scott Warren, working with his teammate Brandon Herndon. Oh, contact between Brandon Herndon and Scott Warren. Scott comes up the hill. He's going to go 3 wide. Oh, my gosh. And Brandon Herndon catches the corner of Scott Warren, and that's going to put all 3 of them. Oh, no. Luke Gray again, living up to his name, Luke Stenhouse Gray. Got caught up in it. He didn't cause it. He got caught up in it. Man, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. Well, I think we're going to see a green-white checkered here.
I believe so. We got 3 to go at this point.
Yep. So this will be the first attempt at a green-white checkered.
Well, how about we talk to Todd Poston? He's had a heck of a race.
Yeah, he has. I'll get him up here for you. You got him.
Todd Poston, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
All right, you've had an interesting race. Been down as far as 3 laps, had to reconnect to the server, and here you are sitting 3rd. Explain how your race went tonight.
Well, it was interesting to say the least. Yeah, my dog, in about lap 20, turned off the whole computer, and luckily I caught that caution right when they went to caution, so I was able to get the lucky dog and get 1 lap right there.
Didn't that happen to you once before? The dog did something, or?
Yeah, it has. he likes to get under the desk and chew a bone, and he hits that power strip perfectly. I'm gonna have to change power strips.
Oh boy.
Well, you're sitting in third. You got Chris Whitaker and Paul Servant in front of you. You got anything for these guys coming up with this green-white checker?
I'm gonna give it everything it's got. If I can work with Chris Akers, we'll try and go to the front.
All right. Well, good luck. Hopefully, we'll see you on the podium.
Thank you, sir. We're gonna try.
I think it's going to be tough to get by Paul Servant and Chris Whitaker. I think it's going to be tough.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need help.
Yep.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to overtime.
Yes, sir. Welcome to overtime. And one more green-white checkered if we need it after this one.
They'll get the green flag, come around and take the white. If caution comes out before the white flag, we'll try it again. If not, if they take the white flag, the next race or the next flag ends the race, whether it's yellow or checkered.
We're just waiting for the lights to go out here. iRacing's apparently not liking what it's seeing out here. Brandon Herndon on pit road. I don't know if he's going to get back in the race or not. I don't know. He may be just sitting there trying to get damage fixed up, I think. He's going to get off of pit road. He's going to have to get off pretty quick here in a minute.
We usually focus on these guys up front, but I wouldn't be surprised if previous races have taught us anything. It's from 1st to 15th. This is still anybody's race.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%. I'm just watching to see if Brandon's going to come off of pit road ahead of these guys. If not, he's going to go a lap down. I'm not seeing a move yet. Nope, he is not going to make it. So, wow. Upsetting night there for him.
Yep.
Dang, I hate to see that for Brandon. He was running so good, too, up there with that front pack.
That'll leave us with 21 cars left on the lead lap.
Yep.
I'm sorry, 20 cars left on the lead lap.
And
JD Crow was the wave around.
Yep. He's back on the lead lap. Now, he really doesn't have any teammates back here to work with other than Jesse Unruh. But Jesse's a long ways ahead of him. And Jesse is not going to back off to go clear back there and pick him up. I can guarantee that.
No, not with 3 laps to go.
That's going to be pretty much up to JD to try to get up there to one of his teammates.
Tell you what, Chris Whitaker is having a great race today. I think it could be something with that quality care service throwback paint schemes.
Well, that's highly possible.
In on a little Dale Jarrett there.
Holloway's running a Dodge. I don't know. All right, this could be the final restart right here, folks. First green-white checkered attempt as the pace car heads to pit road. Paul Servant, Chris Whitaker take the green flag, and we're back underway.
Like both lines got a good run. See how the inside line fares.
If they can make it to the
outside
white
line is pretty tight together.
They can make it to the white flag without bringing out a caution, then the race will be final. Whitaker, Holloway outside. Poston doing everything he can to try to push Paul Servant up there. Got Chris Akers right behind him. You heard him say he was going to work with Akers. But they're kind of boxed in right now, Dwayne. Oh, we got
a tail hook.
Holy smokes. Holloway going around.
And we will have a double overtime.
Yes, sir. Holy
A lot
smokes.
of drivers involved in that.
Let's
Here at
go
the end of the
see.
race, we got the big one.
That was a bumper hook deluxe right there.
Absolutely. Dana Osborne had nowhere to go in that.
Riding along here with Daniel Holloway. And coming up behind him, and right there you'll see the contact right there is where it's made. And that was by, gosh, I can't even make out who that is. Well, they made it through. Well, they started to make it through. I guess that was Kelly Dahl. Yeah, Kelly Dahl hooked him. But man, bad day for, wow, man, that was horrible for Daniel Holloway. But you know, he didn't come out of it the worst.
No, Dana Osborne completely tore up. He's definitely going to have to use a repair if he even has one remaining. He should have one remaining.
David Booth got tore up. Donald Stewart. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Stewart, this is a whole separate wreck up here. Jesse Unruh. Dana Osborne. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we had like two separate wrecks going on there. TJ Buck slips by on the inside here. I don't know if he may make some contact there with Jesse Unruh. I'm not sure. Nope. He slips by. Good job. Very nice.
Well, now that we're into double overtime, yellow flag or checker flag will end the race.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to have an interesting restart. You're going to have Todd Poston on the outside with Chris Akers right behind him.
Man, this is going to be interesting. That's just exactly how Poston wanted it to.
Absolutely, and Chris Whitaker is going to be the inside guy for Paul Servant. We'll have to see how those two match up.
Well, let's get Chris up here and talk to him. Chris, you got a copy?
Hey, Rudy, how's it going, man?
Well, looks like you're working with a couple of your teammates up here, so what? I know you probably don't want to give away too much in the closing laps here, but I'm sure you three are going to probably be working together, right? You, Todd, and Chris?
Well, it's coming down to the end, Rudy, and I'm going to do what I got to do to win.
Right.
So I'm going to be starting third behind, I think it's Steven. No, Paul.
Paul,
so I'm gonna do what I can. If I got to push him up and out of the way, or make a hole for myself, I'm going to try to get this win.
Well, you know, we haven't seen much three wide here tonight, and that's really kind of surprising.
Yeah, it's a little hard to get a line up there on the outside going. I've gone up there a couple times trying to get something going just to make it happen, and nobody will go.
Yeah, we've seen that several times. Yeah, you tried it, and just nobody took the bait on that one. But, well, we wish you the best of luck out there, Chris, because this is a final green-white checkered. It'll be over.
Oh, yeah, Rudy. We're going to put on a show for you.
All right, brother. Good luck. All right, here we go. Still haven't got the one to go yet, but the final green-white checker here, folks. It ain't over until it's over.
That's right. We still have 21 cars on the lead lap. Any one of those could be in victory lane by the time it's over.
Well, we hope everybody enjoyed tonight's race. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. And don't forget, tomorrow night, folks, coming up, we got a full-length Talladega 500 right here on MaxSpeedTV, presented by the Pit Stall. That'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's tomorrow night. Gosh, I can't remember. I can't remember. There's a race coming up tomorrow night. I know that.
Hey, we don't talk about it much, but you got to look at the movers of the field. Guys who started the race way back in the back. Todd Poston, 29th, now second. Russell Hancock, he's now he started 30th, now in 6th. And David Gainforth, he started 26th and now is in 10th.
Yeah.
A lot of movers today.
Yes, sir. Jody Burton from 17th to 9th. And look at J.D. Crowe almost back into the top 10.
Almost.
Wow. You know, it's like you said, it ain't over till the large lady sings. And
that's right.
Got to be politically correct. You know, you can't offend anybody. So the large lady. All right, this is it, Dwayne. So get them going on this restart.
All right. I'd keep an eye on that 41 car. He said if he's got to punch a hole, he's going to do it. So let's watch him.
Wayne wants me to do a crank it up. We can do that, Wayne. You must have missed the first one I did, huh? We're going to crank it up on this restart.
All right. Sounds like from over the radio, the admins have said they want to see a green flag finish, so we'll see what happens.
That would be awesome. I think that's every league's desire to have a green white, you know, green flag finish. Let them race it out to the end.
All right, pace car is coming down, and he's ducking off for the final time.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out. We are underway. 3 laps to go.
Caution, yellow flag.
And we did not get that far at all, and Paul is your winner.
Yes, he is. He will be the winner. Let's go back. We'll go back and try to see if we can figure out what happened. Looks like David Overstreet gets caught up. Oh, man, let's go check it out. This is right on the restart here, too. It's just maybe a miscommunication or something. And what was that, like 30 seconds after he said we wanted to see a green white finish or green flag finish?
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened, but it looks like Chris Akers didn't get a good start, and that bunched up the rest of the field there.
Yes, it did. And David Booth going to get punted into the wall there by David Overstreet. Oh my gosh, look at that ride David Overstreet just went for. Oh my gosh, it broke the front wheel and everything on that car. I'm kind of anxious to see what this new damage model is going to be like when they get ready to do that. Oh man, I'm telling you, I don't know how he is driving that around the track right now. But yeah, that will be that's it right there. That's the final lap right here coming up. So Paul Servant will win it. Boy, and I'll tell you what, that couldn't have come at a better time for Paul, because every week in the last couple of weeks he has had bad finishes, getting caught up in something at the very end. So this really was a salvation for Paul Servant.
Congratulations to him, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great points day.
Todd Poston second, coming from way back in the field. Chris Whitaker third. Rick Seabrand's fourth, and TJ Buck rounds out the top 5. Well, so much for that finishing under green.
Yeah. I don't even think we made it back to the line, did we?
No. No, they just started. They were in turn 1 when it happened. So, all right, well, congratulations here to our winner, Paul Servant, bringing home the win here tonight for race number 7 here at Daytona. All right, well, we'll get these guys down here just a minute, folks, so hang on. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Paul Servant. Congratulations. Boy, a much-needed win. You have had horrible weeks in the last couple of weeks. It just seems like you just can't get a break coming up to the end of the race, and something happens and you don't finish well. But tonight, you're bringing home the win. Congratulations. This is awesome.
Yes, sir. Thanks, man. I mean, the race was good all race until the end there. Unfortunately, those yellows. But, you know, a win's a win. I'll take it. I've had like 5 races in a row I got wrecked out.
Yeah.
You know, and a couple of them I was in contention to maybe pull off a win. And, you know, it's been a frustrating season, and it's great to get the win.
Well, you know, and this is going to be a huge night for you in the points, because you're going to finish ahead of everybody that's ahead of you in points. So this is going to be huge for you.
Bonus points. I had the pole, got bonus points, leading bonus points. Yeah, it's a huge points night for sure.
Yeah. Wow. Well, some of the racing that was going on there, I'm sure you were glad to be up in the front like that, because you were missing a lot of that stuff back there. But I'm sure you were hearing it on the radio. That last caution. Well, let's go back to the caution that happened. I think it was like with 11 to go or something. That kind of threw a lot of pit strategies out of whack right there, because the 501 team had a whole nother pit strategy than what you guys had. And you guys were happening to pit. They had already made their pit, but you trapped them a lap down with that caution. So let's go back to that and talk about that a little bit.
Paul? Wondering why, because...
Huh? Paul? Paul?
Yeah, sorry. I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they didn't pit one of those yellows, and we were wondering why, because there was still like 20 laps to go, and it was going to be real tight on fuel for them. I mean, I don't think their strategy would have worked, because there was still 20 some odd laps to go. If it went green, I mean, they were definitely, you know, maybe in trouble. And then, you know, we fought to keep them a lap down in case a yellow came out. And I don't know why they all like went 3 wide when we were catching up to them to put them a lap down. That could have been real bad right there. Yep. But we all made it through, lucky for us. And you know, the team worked great tonight.
Hang on, we're not going green.
You lost your teammate there, Dana Osborne, though. Man, that was a horrible thing that happened back there. But you two, I knew when you guys got up there on that high side and you made that big run on that outside line, that you guys were going to the front, and front was where you were going to stay.
Yeah, I think watching, you know, being in the race and seeing guys passing and stuff on the high lane, there wasn't very many cars, you know, 2 cars clearing the lead.
Right.
I think me and Dana did it, maybe a couple other guys, but it wasn't happening often. But
yeah,
you know, hey. Me and Dana have been racing for so long. We know each other. I mean, he can hook up to my bumper a whole lap, and usually not wreck me. I mean, like right on my bumper push, and I mean, we just work well together when we hook up. I want to thank Poston for pushing me there on those two yellows at the end. Whitaker, I mean, guys put on a good show there at the end. Unfortunately, the yellows, but when they were pushing, I mean, the yellows weren't coming from the front guys. You know, the front guys were doing an awesome job.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, a funny thing happened there just right at the very end. Where Dwayne, you know, he listens in on you guys talking, and he said the admins just told him, okay, let's finish this green. That hadn't been out of the admin's mouth 20 seconds, and that caution come out. It's kind of funny, but you know, things like that do happen. Guys get a little rambunctious in the back, and they try to push, and you know, with these things being just as horrible as they are as bumper hooks, it's something that you really got to be aware of, you know. So, but you pulled out the win here tonight, Paul. So who else you got to thank for it besides Todd pushing you?
Well, you know, it's been a long time. Like last season, I mean, it was a great season, and this season, you know, it's been frustrating. And I just want to thank Chris for, you know, taking the league and running it back, you know, getting it running again. You guys for staying on. My team, I mean, we've stuck together. It hasn't been a good season, you know. Jackson pulled out a win. Chris Akers pulled out a win. You know, he's kind of working with us too. So, you know, the teams. I got to thank the team and, you know, the sponsors and Oreo. You know, a bunch of new guys we do not know. You know, some guys move around a little bit more than we're used to. Whitaker and Poston, I was comfortable with them up front with me. I mean, there's, you know, it's just we're still learning certain guys. You know.
Oh yeah.
So what's been frustrating, a bunch of new guys, and it's, you know, we don't know each other. We don't know how we race. You know, we're still working out the kinks of that. So, you know, we'll get it done.
Well, I got to say, you guys probably put on some of the best super speedway races that I've seen in quite a while. You know, they're clean and there's really good racing, hard to pass, and you know, but man, great job out there tonight, Paul. We can't wait to see what you guys. Now you guys are off next week, but yeah. But Todd said something about he might throw up a race next weekend, and maybe I'll get the race with you guys.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
That'd be fun.
Heck yeah. All right, well, congrats again, Paul, and we'll see you next week in a race somewhere, okay?
10-4, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right. You got second place there, Dwayne?
Yes, sir. Todd Poston, congratulations on your second place win. We talked about it a little under that caution. Had a bit of an up and down race. Talk about that finish. I know it finished under yellow, but at least, hey, just one away, right?
Yeah, it came up one short, but like you said, after having the night we had, just finishing in the top 10 was amazing to me.
Well, you stayed in the back for a good portion of the race, but finally got it up there. Talk about your night and some of the guys you were working with to get up there.
Yeah, I was working with Chris Akers quite a bit, and I was pushing the 3-car when I got to him because he's real smooth, and I don't have any fear about pushing him and hooking him. Like I said, I just wanted to, after the night we had, just get a good finish and take a top 5 I'd have been happy with. But pulled out a second, so I can't be any more happy than that.
Almost like a win. Well, go buy that dog another bone, and good luck on next week. Who you got to thank for tonight?
You know, I want to thank Chris Akers for pushing, and my teammates Stephen Herman and Russ Hancock. Stephen had some issues early in the race and unfortunately had to drop out, but I think Russ got a top 10 finish there, so that's awesome for him.
Absolutely. All right. Well, good luck on next race, man. Good to talk to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Chris Whitaker, you got a copy.
Sure do, Rudy.
Well, it wasn't your night to win tonight, Chris, but I'll tell you what, still a very awesome performance out there. You know, we talked there a little bit ago about trying to find somebody to go 3 wide with you, and I love the Dale Jarrett throwback paint scheme on that. That is awesome looking. But you couldn't find anybody to work with you, and if you could have found somebody up there on that 3 wide, do you think the outside line might have been a good line to run out there? Because it seemed like the inside line was the fastest line here tonight.
I actually think the outside was faster. That's where a lot of the moving was going, especially that second line. I just think if you could have got a line set up on the third line, it would have been that much faster too. But it takes a lot of guts to go up there and run.
Sure, it does. It takes a lot of guts and a lot of horsepower, especially at this narrow track of Daytona. Now, if you were at Talladega, it'd be a whole different story, you know. But
oh, absolutely.
Well, what did you think of the performance of the race here tonight? I mean, they had a few extra cautions, and we couldn't even get through the last green, white, checkered, but it was still great racing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, 90% of the race was awesome. We just work on that last 10% and get these races finish under green.
I know that would have been awesome because I'd like to see the outcome of that one.
Oh yeah, with Chris missing the shift and Todd being out there by himself, it was pretty much on me and Paul to figure out who the winner was going to be. And I mean, all I could do was push him and get him out front so I could start making some moves of my own. That's
right. All right, Chris. Well, 3rd place for you tonight. So who you got to thank for it?
Oh man, Chris Akers for putting this league on. It's a growing league and it's a lot of good guys in here. MaxSpeedTV for doing the broadcast and doing such a good show and making it fun to watch.
Appreciate that very much, Chris. Congrats again on 3rd. And I hope if Todd does put that race on next week that we can all get in here and race together and have some fun.
No, absolutely. I think we're looking at some oddball races too.
Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah. Hey, we got a long weekend, so hey, why not take advantage of it, right?
Absolutely, Rudy. Hope to be racing with you.
All right, brother. Congrats again.
All right, thanks, man.
Friday and Sunday race. What do you mean, Todd?
They're both we're going to be throwing up we're going to throw Friday and Sunday. We're going to just have fun races on both.
Ooh, awesome. I love it. I love it. I was telling Dwayne, I said, man, you got to get in here and race with us too. And he goes, I will. So
absolutely.
Yeah, he's welcome to come run on this Friday and Sunday.
Very good. That's awesome. All right, well, let's run down through the final results here, Dwayne, and let's see if I can find the right one here. Here we go. All right, Paul Servant coming home with the win. Todd Poston coming from 30th. His dog unplugged his computer. Everything. He came from 3 laps down and finishes second. That's an amazing feat right there, Todd.
Absolutely.
Wow. People would probably scoff at that, saying, man, well, how the heck do you do that? I wanted to know what your secret was, to be honest. That was pretty cool. All right, Chris Whitaker in 3rd. Rick Seabrands will finish 4th. TJ Buck 5th. Chris Akers finishing 6th. Russell Hancock 7th. Jody Burton 8th. J.D. Crow 9th. And David Gainforth rounds out the top 10. Dwayne?
Daniel Holloway comes home 11th. Kelly Dahl 12th. Jesse Unruh 13th. Daniel Jackson 14th. Pondo Co 15th. Mark Mann brings it home 16th. Dana Osborne 17th. Donald Stewart 18th. Tyler McWhirter 19th. And Scott Warren rounds out the top 20. Ruth?
All right, David Booth 21st. Luke Stenhouse Gray. Yeah, there we go. Finishes in 22nd. Dan Harrington 23rd. David Overstreet 24th. Brandon Herndon 25th. Matt Johnson 26th. David Anderson 27th. Joe Sanders 28th. Stephen Herman 29th. And Tim Williams rounding out the field in 30th place. So again, congratulations to our winner, Paul Servant, for the NSRA Friday Night Super Speedway Series. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. We appreciate it very much. Thank you, Dwayne, for the help. And folks, we'll be off next week. But if I can get out here and race with these guys, I will stream it for you. So we'll have some in-car streaming next week. So, all right, folks. Well, thanks for watching tonight. Till next time, stay safe and have a good night.